How are you all doing, guys? Good to be back. Hope everyone's doing well. We'll wait for a few people to join because I did start this one a little bit early. I've already got a couple of people in the chat. Moko and Bob, hello, good to see you. I am indeed golden goal. That is me. Am I doing Salah move? What's the Salah move, bro? Here's my team. I've already got the guy. Bro. Here's my team. Flecken, Guardiola, Aït-Nouri, Lewis, Rogers, Palmer, and Bumo, Salah, Wood, Raul, Jimenez, and Erling Haaland. So, mate, I've already got Salah. I've got the three big boys. Salah, Palmer, and Haaland, all in the same team. Oh, should I sell Haaland? That is the question, isn't it? That is the question. Good to see you, Laura. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. The way you decide if you're going to sell Haaland, I think, is if you think there are weeks where there are better captains. We're going to look at the fixture difficulty rating. There it is. If you think there are weeks where there are better captains, then by all means. So, just looking. I'll zoom out one more step. Ooh. Hopefully you can still read that. Should be able to. So we're coming up on game week 10, right? Christopher C, good to see you. So we're coming up on game week 10, where Haaland has Bournemouth away. Salah has Brighton at home. Any other good captaincies? No, it's probably just Haaland or Salah. Tempted to go with Salah at the moment, Alex. I'll talk about that in my my team selection. Good to see you, Paul. Got loads of members in the chat. And then game week 11. Haaland's got Man City away. Liverpool have got Aston Villa at home. Son has got Ipswich at home. Game week 12, Man United. Oh, sorry, I want to look at Man United. Haaland's got Tottenham at home. It's probably a game you could actually captain, but Salah's got Southampton away. Who else? What else is going on? Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea got Leicester away as well. So Southampton and Leicester versus Tottenham for Man City. And then game week 13, Salah and Haaland play each other. Palmer has got Villa, and then Son has got Fulham. So, I think you can make an argument there. And then game week 14, Haaland's got Forest at home, which is actually a relatively tough fixture. Whereas Salah's got Newcastle away and Palmer's got Southampton at home. So, I think there are cases, in my opinion, to sell Haaland if you believe there are better captains. If you think Haaland is the best captain in those upcoming game weeks, then I think you should keep him. But if you think there are other better captains, I think there's a case to sell him, to be honest. My team, though, is a little bit interesting because, well, I could get rid of Haaland, but what do I do with the money? I may as well, with that team, right? And I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but with this team, I don't think I need to do anything with it. You know what I mean? Got FPL Tom in the chat. Good to see you, mate. I'm doing well, thanks, Paul. Yeah, it was a good weekend. I tweeted a few times from it, but I had 5 races, did 4 personal best times. My shoulder survived, so we're cracking, mate. I had a good weekend, thank you. Who else we got in the chat? Liam, good to see you, my friend. Hope you enjoyed the Leeds game. I was obviously, well, I'll keep talking about this swimming competition I was doing at the weekend, but it was important to me, so I was there instead of the game. So someone had to hold my my white card, but it looked absolutely beautiful, the display. And a 0-0 against Leeds is, you can't really complain, to be honest. Can't really complain. I thought they'd smash us. Yeah, I know, Bob, but Rogers to Saka, there's a case for that, I'll agree. But better strikers right now, could you tell, genuinely, outside of Haaland, are there better strikers in the game right now than Raul Jimenez and Chris Wood? Defensively at the moment, not many teams are actually keeping clean sheets. So, Aït-Nouri is as good as any, in my opinion, likewise Aina. So I get the point, mate. And also I've only got 2 free transfers. And Worcester as well is up there as well. So it's not like, but I guess my point is, it's not like I need the money, if that makes sense. Cunha is a good buy, but why would I sell one of these forwards for Cunha, I get it. Cunha is a good option, don't get me wrong. but why would I? I don't feel the need to change my team for him. FPL Tom stuck on a work com. Sorry to hear that, my friend. Sorry to hear that. Wissa got the goal, but they said he won't get FPL points. Yeah, one of those things, mate. One of those things. I saw you. I couldn't join your stream, Tom, because of my competition, but I saw you were talking about the coin, and it was related to Wissa, so I'd want to know a bit more about that. I don't think anyone knows if Son is fit. Eze, mate. Yeah, Manning is a committed geezer. He's a committed guy. His life is football management, mate. That's his absolute life. Absolute life. Don't know if Son's fit. Gotta be honest, mate. I don't think we will know for sure. I think the news was that he could have played last week, but he was being saved. So yeah, that was the news. Not the holy coin. Yeah. I can imagine it was emotional, mate. Nathan Nelson, what do I think of Buonanotte? Well, if you watched any of my content going into Gameweek 9, I obviously didn't return. I don't think he returned, but I recommended him as an option. I think there's just so many good cheap midfielders in the game right now, but he's one of them. Let's just go on Leicester a sec. He's gone up by 0.1 million. So yeah, Forest are a pretty tight ship, aren't they? I don't mind Buonanotte. I don't mind him. All right, unlucky Tom. So you hit 10k subscribers, but you're going to be made redundant to a coin then, by the sound of it. Yeah, I reckon Solanke's a sell, Liam, mate. I do. I think we've seen enough of him not taking up the correct positions, and other strikers being so good, like Chris Wood, Raul Jimenez, Wissa, Cunha. I think they're all better than Solanke, and a lot of them, I'm thinking, not Wissa. Wissa isn't on penalties, but I'm thinking of Wood and Raul Jimenez. Both of them are on penalties. I don't think it's worth a hit, Lalix. AI coin. FPL coin. Thoughts on Rashford? Need to see a bit more, mate. Need to see a bit more. Gabriel to a 3.9 defender, Maddison to Saka. I like it if you have a bench, if you have someone else on your bench. There is, I can't remember his name, but there is a starting 3.9 defender for Ipswich. DCL is not getting enough respect. I mean, what's people's in the chat's opinion about DCL not getting enough respect? I'd be interested to know what people think about that. Yeah, Isak could be back on the menu, but I don't know. I just don't think we've seen enough from Newcastle so far this season for me to be able to say that, to be completely honest with you. Did I say something naughty? I've been told I beg your pardon by Tom. What did I say? What did I say? Oh, DCL. Is it about DCL, is it? All right, there you go. Good evening, Cortex, mate. It's good to see you. Yeah, I just thought I'd go live tonight, just to chat with you guys, basically. Just to chat with you. Yeah, but XGI is one thing, but then you actually have to convert the chances, which I think season on season, DCL has not been doing. Oh, sorry, Kaftan. I saw your comment on my video. Sorry. By the way, I've had loads of comments on the videos that I posted over the weekend, but I'm really sorry. I just haven't had the capacity to get back to them all. I've been pretty poor at responding to comments on YouTube videos, so sorry if you guys have asked me questions and I haven't responded, but this is what this Q&A is for. That's why we got the chat, and I'll talk to that. So I would say Raul Jimenez, mate. I would say Raul Jimenez because the fixtures are great for the next, well, I'd say 5 fixtures and good up until 15, 16. And he's on penalties. I just love picking players on penalties. Oh, Mike is a very bitter DCL owner. I was going to say, man, crikey, that was delusion. Who are you talking about there, Paul? Sorry, I'm a bit lost. Jackson, oh, definitely. Jackson's been a valid option all season, Laura. I completely agree with you. Any expected price rises? Let's have a look. I think Aït-Nouri might go up. Oh, Aina's going to go up in price? Come on. It does look like Pickford's going to go up, though, which means I can't do Flecken to Pickford, which is annoying, but I guess we're locked in, aren't we? Other than that, it's just price falls. So Timber down, Diaz down, Mazraoui down, Joe Linton down, Robertson down, Martin down, Enzo Fernandez. Jordan Pickford's going up, Aina's going up, and it looks like Gabriel is going down. That's the price changes. That feels about right to me. Feels about right to me. TCL split the bill with you. What a geezer. Oh, right, I see what you mean, Paul. Yeah, got ya. Mate, I think there's a case to sell him anyway, to be honest, Cortex. I'm not sure I'd go quite that differential in terms of a captain, Jacob. Let's have a look at the expected points from Fantasy for FPL Review. Avnish, mate, good to see you. Weekend was great. I hope yours was too. I think I managed to actually suggest you a good transfer, which I'm pleased with. Hello, Freddie. So these are your top players for expected points if you're looking for a... Bloody Eze is still on the list, by the way. But yeah, these are your top players for expected points if anyone was interested in a captaincy option. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. The chat's going so quickly. Saliba to Guardiola, I like it. Yeah, I don't mind that. Thoughts on Fabianski? Oh, Fabianski. Sorry, mate. It's quite hard to keep up with the chat. Yeah, I guess he's probably the best 4 million goalkeeper. I wouldn't rely on him, but it looks like he's the best 4 million keeper. I think Gabriel plays this weekend, to be completely honest with you. Does Cunha take corners? Doesn't look like it. But I guess if Sarabia, Doyle and Gomez aren't on the pitch, then he could take him. I think Wolves' all set pieces are a bit of a minefield by the looks of it. Evening Punk. Liam Healy, you're one. All of the option. Who is best to bring in for Solanke? I reckon it's between Wood and Jimenez for me. Chris Wood, his fixtures get a little bit difficult. I'm not going to sell him, but I think if you're looking for a cheap striker, I think his fixtures are enough potentially to look away from him. I think, mate, his best replacement is Raul Jimenez. So he has put up, his underlying numbers he's put up have been really good. So in each of the games that he's actually started, like since getting back into form, started obviously the West Ham game, scored 0.3 XGI, 0.5, 0.94, 1.24, 0.74, 0.1, sorry. I think those numbers, he's putting up are really good. And I think he's going to be on penalties because the last penalty that Fulham had, Andreas Pereira stepped up to take it and missed it. So I think Raul Jimenez is going to be on the penalties. And I think those next three fixtures, they can score against Spurs. Those next 5 fixtures, I think, are pretty decent. Wissa has good fixtures too, and so does Cunha. But I personally think Raul Jimenez is my favourite. Let's just see where Cunha is as well. What's Cunha's underlying numbers like? But not quite the same as Raul Jimenez, I must say. But the fixtures are really good for Wolves. I mean, the fixtures are insane. So for me, it's between Cunha and Jimenez, and kind of take your pick, mate. Moved early to avoid price rises. Oh my god. Bought in Foden on an early transfer. I'm not sure I like that, mate. Rodgers, Welbeck, Dalot. I'd start Welbeck, Rodgers, Dalot in that order. That's all right, Waves. Sorry I missed your message. Watkins to Raul Jimenez, then bring him back in after the bad fixtures by selling Haaland. Nah, just keep him, mate. I just keep Watkins. If you had to choose between a trio of Salah, Brennan and Konate or Son, Luis Diaz and 100% Salah, Brennan and Konate. The other three, Roman, I don't think you can back to play, to be completely honest. That was a bit concerning. Does anyone else get like my heart just started beating like an absolute mad one for no reason? I just felt like my pulse in my chest go crazy then. I'm sure it'll be alright. Solanke for DCL. It was a no-brainer if you don't have a brain, yeah. FPL Shane from New Zealand. Ditching Haaland to stack my midfield with premiums. Do you think double us? I don't know. I don't think any of the defences are doing all that well this season, to be honest, Shane. Paul sold Haaland for Wood and Barnes for Salah. He's going to sell Solanke in Gameweek 11. Do I bring in Jimenez or Watkins long term? I'd say Jimenez because it affords you, it's like half the price. Thoughts on Chelsea as a defence unit with the favourable... Yeah, what are the fixtures like? Yeah, mate, to be fair, there's some clean sheets there. Definitely. Don't mind it. Cortex is... I've never been able to work out what his profile picture is. I'm sure I'll be fine. Indeed, it's already calmed down. Yeah, Darwin Núñez is on, isn't he? Oh, you're on your wild card. Yeah, no real update on Gabriel so far. Let's have a quick gander at Twitter, shall we? Let's have a look at the old Twitter. Animations, that's huge, mate. I haven't taken him out, but I'm still loving life. I mean, I think if I was on a wild card right now, I wouldn't pick a team too dissimilar to that, and I'm not on my wild card. So I think that's a good place to be. We were going to look at Gabriel, weren't we? Gabriel. There we go. So so we had a scan on the 28th and there's positive news. So no significant damage to any ligaments, some swelling around the knee, needs some treatment. However, it's not serious. So I reckon he either plays this week or he's back next week, would be my opinion on that. By the way, my hair, I don't know if it's noticeable to anyone else, but it was a lot longer this weekend, and I went to my barber. My regular barber is closed on Monday, and I had the day off work, and I had a day of chores basically to do. So I had lots of like life admin stuff. I had to sort out like car insurance and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, I'll try a new barber and get my hair cut. I said, all right, mate, number one back in size and a tiny bit off the top. And I'm not joking, he took out half the length of my hair. And someone commented on my my YouTube video this afternoon that I looked like Mr. Potato Head. So that was great. I'm sure everyone would laugh at that. So yeah, that was a great one. Think about wildcarding in 11 as opposed to 12. Because yeah, it's a bit short, isn't it? I'm not used to having short hair, and my ears stick out, so that's why I don't like having short hair. I am definitely able to laugh at myself. So yeah, if you want to compare me to Mr. Potato Head, you can go right ahead. It's quite funny actually. Reece James is fit. I wouldn't pick him. Huge from Notion Vids. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking, mate, but it depends. Honestly, when you play your wild card, entirely depends on who you want to pick on your wildcard as well. If you want to get Cole Palmer, for example, and Salah, probably makes sense to do it in 12, something like that. I think I should do a fringe. My ex-girlfriend said I used to say I should have a fringe and that it suits me. I'll see if I got a picture of me with a fringe. Hang on. That's interesting you should say that. I remember her saying that to me actually back in the day. Maybe that's maybe that's the reason I didn't go with a fringe. I don't actually have any pictures of me with a fringe. Oh, there we go. Well, it's not too bad to be fair, is it? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. God, we've had all sorts of chat in this one, haven't we? Mr. Potato Head and my private life. There you go. Cheers, Cortex. I appreciate that. Maybe I'll look into it. I'll grow this one out and look into it. Bob saying, should I buy Son? Yeah, I don't mind it. Son has got Ipswich in Game Week 11 as well, which I think is a really strong captaincy show. And he'll be back. I think he'll be back for this week. Is Isak a great shout? He's not bad. Once you get Game Week 10 out of the way, I think he's decent. Forest, West Ham, Crystal Palace, not bad. I've already done that. Should I hold Eze or keep or sell him to Garnacho? I think Eze is better than Garnacho. There you go. That's my opinion. Is it a good move to go from Solanke to Welbeck? Not right now. I mean, yeah, long-term fixtures-wise, but Solanke's not that bad. He's got Aston Villa and Ipswich, whereas Brighton have got Liverpool and Man City. I don't think Man United are going to have a new manager bounce, really. It's not a new manager bounce because it's the existing team. You know, it's not... The only person that's gone is Ten Hag. Why would you buy it? I don't know why people are keen on buying Welbeck. He's got Liverpool and Man City in the next two. Why would you buy him? I'd buy him from 12, I guess. But he's got Liverpool and Man City. I do like Jarrod Bowen. I love Jarrod Bowen, actually. I think he's a really tried and trusted, reliable FPL asset. Yeah, I reckon small at the back, small at the front. Don't read into that too much, and then big in midfield. Ruud van Nistelrooy is going to cook. Yeah, we'll see, mate. We'll see. But he's already been in the team. You know what I mean? So it's not like I just don't think it's going to change all that much. Basically, my team for the next game week is Flecken, Kanate, Aït-Nouri, Aina, Saka, Palmer, Foden, Mbeumo, Haaland, Cunha, and Raul with Rodgers on the... Not bad. Is Son to Bowen worth it? No. Wait. Bob, what are you asking? You were asking me some weird questions. You always do. This is the Bob that was in the chat before. You're asking me, should I buy Son? And then you're saying, is Son to Bowen worth it? That is the same guy that's asked me that. So you don't own Son, but you're asking me if you should sell him. Curious. YM Soccer, I'm doing well, mate. Hang on. Haaland to Cunha, Smith Rowe to Salah, Gabriel to Guardiola. Yeah. Go for it, mate. The thing is, I think... yeah, triple captain is unlucky. I'm fully aware I did it against Ipswich and I just got lucky. No. You're selling... Yeah, that's a like-for-like crap goalkeeper move, in my opinion, Ali Mack. You're selling one crap goalkeeper for another. Bob, you're asking me weird questions. I'm gonna do that to you, mate. That's your last warning, because you did this on my last stream. I remember it. You wasted all your transfers. I'm doing well, mate. I'm sorry that you feel like you've wasted all your transfers. There's still plenty of the season to go, so don't give up. If you had a double up of Son and Brennan, would you hold both? No, I'd probably get rid of Brennan Johnson when the fixtures... Oh, well, they don't really turn, do they? But... Well, and I guess the question is, if you think you can do better than Brennan Johnson, then get rid of him. But, yeah, other than that, we could probably keep them both, to be fair. I think that, losing to Palace, I think, is a one-off result, to be completely honest with you. And, yeah, Son captain against Ipswich. I think you'd want Tottenham players for the Ipswich game. I wouldn't get rid of him. He was Cortex. He was taking the Michael, as some might say. Salah and Konate for Foden and Gabriel. Why would you do that? Is that a real move? What makes you... well, I'm not taking the mickey. I mean, you do what you like with your team, but what was your logic for doing that? That doesn't feel right to me. TA fell in price, or Gabriel to TAA. Yeah, go on then. Sell Haaland to get a midfield of... Yeah, I think there's a case for it, mate. There's definitely a case for it. I would only do it, though, if you don't think you would captain him this week. I would start Brennan Johnson over Rodgers, I think. I'd favour the home team. My Game Week 10 team: Aït-Nouri, Lewis, Keane, Michael Keane, Palmer, Salah, Saka, Rodgers, Raul Jimenez. Yeah, I like the team, mate. I like it. Oh, sorry, big yawn there. Thoughts on downgrading Salah to facilitate having Saka, Palmer, Salah, Jackson, and Cunha? No. Wait. Thoughts on downgrading Salah to facilitate having Salah? You might need to reword that one, mate. For the second book, what's the first book? Haaland. Yeah, it's possible, mate. Just look at the captaincy, really, and if you're not going to captain Haaland, you can sell him. That's my thoughts. Keep him if you want to captain him. Don't if you want to sell. If you don't, that's my thoughts. I took a -12 to get Palmer, Konate, Cunha for Raul, and Raul for McNeil. Go a rash decision after bloody hell. That's some big moves there, mate. What should I do with Son? I'll keep Son. Foden and Ahmad out for Saka and Bowen. Yeah, I don't mind it. But why? You could do Foden to Saka for nothing, for free. I'd do that. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? I'm not reading that because I've read it in my head and it doesn't sound dodgy or dirty. But I'm not going to say it because I think it could be clipped. But I had salmon. I've got little homemade potato chip wedges recipe, which is really good. So I made those, and then I had some tender stem broccoli with the salmon and wedges, and it was incroyable, which is incredible. I don't think it's French, actually. It's a quote from Bon Voyage from Mr. Incredibles. There you go. That was niche, wasn't it? Not Mr. Incredibles, The Incredibles. Ed, why is Andy so funny? Tell me why Andy is funny. Yeah, I don't do hits, really. I only do hits if I can't field 11 players. Rice and chicken has arrived. Huge. Did you get a delivery or something, Cortex? Keep or sell Gabriel? It depends. If you've got a bench, I'd keep him. But if you don't have any other alternatives you could play for him this week, then I would probably sell him. I think Salah is a fine. I agree. Hello, man. Saka and none playing 4.5 forward for 4 weeks. bit confusing, that, Andy. I'm missing some context. Do you think Chris Wood is fine for the West Ham? I just read that, Harmony. What? That's funny. I mean, fair enough, Dev. So if you think that way, you go for it, man. I don't even need to respond to that. That's just funny. Fair enough, Cortex, mate. Who to get rid of first, DCL or Solanke? Oh, God, I get rid of DCL. Best time for players with a wild card left to use it. Oh, honestly, I don't have a straight answer because it all depends on your team. Like, your team is individual to you. So, you know, there's not a straight answer for me. Potentially game week 12, but even, you know, I'd be lying to you if I told you an absolute ideal time, because there isn't one. In short, there isn't one. And my general tactic on a wild card would be, unless you're super duper unhappy with your team, is not to use it, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, Freddie, that's the thing about... do you just sit on them? That's the question, isn't it? I don't have an answer for that right now. I sold Solanke last week, but I didn't do it because I wanted to get rid of him. And that's the reason I sold him. I sold him because he was downgrading him to Raul Jimenez was part of a move that allowed me to get Cole Palmer into my team. Yeah, facts. I think I have taken hits. The only time I've taken hits is at the end of the season when I've got nothing to lose and when I've not been able to field 11 players. I agree on Cole Palmer against Man United. That's why I bought him. I thought all of the fixtures, obviously apart from the Arsenal one, were good fixtures. And even then, Arsenal have not been as solid defensively as they have been in previous seasons. Whistler's a great option, mate. Yeah. I don't... I don't subscribe too much to the form rating on FPL. Someone asked me about that based on form rating. Xmas Isaac. Or Isaac. Xmas Isaac. And also, Ruter. I mean, look at his fixtures. He's got Liverpool and Man City in his next two. You can't be buying a player that's got Liverpool and Man City in the next two fixtures. I think they'll have their new manager after the international break, would be my view. So game week 10, game week 11. So for game week 12, I think Amaron will be in. Oh, he said after the 2 weeks. My bad. I didn't read the message properly. Oh, good fixtures in 2 weeks, I see. No, I think he's a little bit overrated. What's his price? Yeah, data's not that great. I get Semenyo personally, mate. I think Semenyo's better. Do you think Man United will have... Oh, you already answered that. 3.7 in the bank. Oh, that's still so confusing, Andy. I'm really sorry. It depends on your bench. Like, with a 4.5 million forward, they're not going to play. So as long as you can put them third on your bench every week, then I'd do it. Yeah, mate, I know. My skin's not doing too great at the moment. Quite simply. I've been in chlorine for the last 5 days, basically, in a swimming pool. So, yeah. My skin's been punished as a result. It's just normal human things, isn't it? I can't help it. I'm not going to not go live on YouTube because my nose is a bit red. I'm just going to get on with it. Ashley Young versus Michael Keane. My God, that's a disgusting choice. I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to answer that. Neither. In Mbumo, Saka, Son, Wood, Watkins, Haaland, who to captain? I'd captain Haaland. Will Son, Wood and McNeil play? I think so. It's alright, mate. I'm happy to check it out. I think Son's going to play this week. I'm pretty sure Ange said he could have gone last week, but he just wanted to save him. -4, Gabriel to Kanate and Solanke to Wissa. I would just do Solanke to... I'd be tempted to keep Solanke because he's got Ipswich in 11. Oh, by the way, I have I also wear a really tight racing suit when I race, and it's like, to put it on, I've basically destroyed the knuckles on my hands as well. So that's also happened to me this week. You're an interesting one, you Devster. You've insulted me about not getting any girls. You've commented on my red nose, and now you're loving my videos. Fantastic, mate. Delap or Solanke, who would I sell? Oh, God. I don't think I'd sell either. I don't think I'd sell Solanke for the sake of it. That's kind of my opinion. My gut feel is that I wouldn't do it. And Delap's a penalty taker, isn't he? Ben's wishing he had my wood. There's some pills for that. The one player missing from my squad, mate, is Saka, I think. And I'm willing to go without him because I don't think I would captain him. So he's going to hurt me. But ultimately, I think Salah, Palmer and Haaland are better than him, so I'm happy to go without. Sell Haaland to get Jackson and Palmer. Yeah, I don't mind it, mate. Oh, God. 4.5 defenders is really tough. I'm going to have a look, actually. We're going to look at expected points for that. There's your list, mate. Take your pick, really. I don't have a strong opinion. I would say it's 8 Nori, but he's on 4 yellow cards. That's very kind of you, Devster. That's more like it, mate. I could also... I don't know about most of you guys, but my growing up years were spent playing Call of Duty and sitting in a Call of Duty lobby. I don't know if you guys had the same, but with your headset on. And the insults that would get thrown at you in those lobbies were so absolute. It was the worst of humanity that used to come out in those lobbies. And I feel like I'm pretty immune to internet hate as a result of being in Call of Duty lobbies when I was 11 years old. Because I've heard the worst that a human being could do and say to me. But yeah, I just feel pretty hard to it now. I'm saying that, please don't just fill the chat with insults because it's just pointless, but you know what I mean? Don't know if any of you guys feel the same. 300,000 managers, triple captain Haaland. Unlucky. Yeah, the new Colt's out at the moment, isn't it? They're on the number 6 black. That's crazy. There's Black Ops 6. Sorry, I was just moving my mic then. It's quite hard to keep up with these messages. There's some quite long... yes, we have Looney Tune. I say go for it if you want it. Yep. West Ham 4 million playing keeper. God, I'm not sure I would do that. Yeah, I see the case, Ali Mac, but you know, you triple captain the player you think's going to score the most points, really, don't you? And you know, you've got to factor in all those things to who you think is going to score the most points, basically. I think Angel gets sacked. Wow, that's bold. How am I? I'm doing very well, Fundles. Oh, excuse me. Henderson, 8 Nori, Milenkovic, Mikolenko, Salah, Palmer, Saka. Yeah, I like it, mate. That's a good team. It's a good team. Probably a little bit short in defence, though. Probably a little bit short in defence. I'd probably stick a Guardiola in there or something like that. But that will mean you can't afford your premiums, I guess. Robinson, Semenyo, Aina, and Gabriel. Semenyo, and Robinson. Yeah, Semenyo, Robinson. If it's just a one move thing, I don't think Ait Nori is better than Trent. But if it allows you to completely transform your team, then I like it. But if you're just dropping Trent for Ait Nori, then no. Ait Nori's on. Even if you think he's better, he's on 4 yellow cards. So if he gets booked against Crystal Palace, that's a ban. He's banned. I've never played Counter-Strike, to be fair. I don't do PC or I don't do gaming anymore. I only ever gamed on my Xbox. I was only ever a console player. I think Russell Martin's probably better than Ten Hag as a manager at this juncture, to be completely honest with you. I'm pretty sure that's his name, Russell Martin. Who is the best mid under 7.5 for the next 5 game weeks? Eze. Eze, there you go, there's your list, mate. Flecken, Fabianski, Gabriel, Ait Nori, Mikolenko agrees, Vandenberg. I do nothing, mate. You just roll. Don't use your transfer. I think Watkins is a keep. Lots of people saying Ruter. Why is everyone so mad about Ruter? Am I missing something on Ruter? I can't get excited about him. Am I doing something wrong? I'm not excited about him. I know. What's that? 5 returns in 4 games. I'm just not excited. Sorry, I'm just not excited about it. Sorry, guys. Well, actually, I'm going to go on my team in Fantasy Football Hub and crack that up. There we go. Represent. There's your top players for the next few game weeks. Cunha and Porro for Gabriel and João Pedro. Ugh. Oh, as in bring them in? Nah. Just. Can you afford? How much is João Pedro? Where is he? 5.4. I don't think you can. I don't think it's worth a hit. Mr. Keshi, I don't think any of them should go. Yeah, I'm gonna have a week off of any sort of pushing exercises now, Cortex, in the hope that heals up my shoulder nicely, and I'm just gonna do basic shoulder rehab activities, legs and back in the gym, and I'm hoping that my shoulder will be fit to go because I'm doing some more racing in a couple of weeks. I've got my club championships, which is us as a club competing with one another and setting times and stuff, which should be good fun. Would you go Palmer to Salah for a -4? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to change screens. There we go. There's my team. I like it, Andy. Is Isak a buy? Not right yet. Yeah, I've got all good, bro. I'm on it. So that was Cortex saying I should use some bands for my shoulder. I'm all over it, mate. Are you sure I should play Robinson for Gabriel? Because Gabriel have better goal threat. Yeah, but I don't think he plays, mate. That's what I'm saying, start him. Although I guess with that logic, you know, Gabriel either starts or he doesn't play at all. So you could start Gabriel and then put Ait Nori whoever on the bench. Can you not get them? Well, forgive me, because you live in Algeria. I don't know how accessible things on Amazon are in Algeria. But if you really wanted me to, mate, I could buy them online for you. If you send me, you got me on Twitter. If you tweet me your address, I'll post them to you at some point. I'll buy them on Amazon for you and post them to you. Yeah, it won't be cheap, but if you pay me for it, I'll do it. And he's a Villa fan. Nice one, mate. Roger's a minutes risk. He's a minutes risk. Come off it. All the fixtures are, yeah. Yeah. Definitely not time to get rid of him. Yeah, Man United are they're a joke, aren't they? Let's be honest. I've been the worst Man United fan in the world this season because I just couldn't care less. Everything that I loved about that football club growing up, and it wasn't just the winning trophies that I loved about them. I just feel like the identity of the club and the team is just gone. I don't know, it's just not... I used to get excited watching Man United play. Every time I watched Man United, they used to excite me. Even if they didn't win their games. But now, I don't know, I just can't get excited about Man United games at the moment. Diaby, he's been sold, mate. He's in Saudi, isn't he? I think Mbeumo is better, mate. Mbeumo is just the man, isn't he, this season? The absolute don. It's all right, Cortex. Very valid question, Liam. I went to a Bristol City v Yeovil game for my birthday. I think it would have been in 2007 when we were in League One. And then that season, I'm pretty sure, it might have been even earlier than that. It might have been 2006. So, 18 years. I tell you what, actually, it's a really weird story as to how I started supporting Man United. Very rogue, very niche, but I was at a market when I was little, like very little, probably 3 or 4 years old. And I was obsessed with bracelets. At the time, there were, I'll show you, it's so niche. But there was, it was just fashion for everyone to wear a wristband. And by wristbands, I mean, yeah, ones like these. Don't know if you can tell, they were like plastic wristbands, right? And I'm a human being with very small wrists. I'm not afraid to say it, but I have small wrists. And when I was little, there was a market stall in the town that I was in with my parents, and they had a small wristband that would actually fit my wrist, and it had Man United on it. And ever since then, I was a Man United fan. So yeah. Yes, we might have gone to the same game, Liam, if that is the case. We won 2-0. Someone got sent off, and Marcus Stewart was playing for Yeovil. I remember that. It was the first time I'd heard... I'm not going to say it in case I get demonetised, but because he used to play for Bristol City, so he got like dogs abuse from the fans. And it was the first time I'd properly heard swear words because I was so little. So yeah, 9-year-old Tom. I am a Bristol City fan, Looney, too. I support 2 clubs, mate. It's disgusting, isn't it? I know. Who would I least like to have a season ticket with in the Premier League? Southampton. I'm joking. I don't know. I quite like Everton, actually. Honestly, I'd probably say Wolves. Wolves or West Ham would be the 2 I wouldn't want to see a season ticket at, I think. If I'm thinking objectively. Or Fulham. Fulham a bit boring as well, no offence. Yeah, I'm going to find the game, actually. Bear with. I'm going to find the game. ...2007 it would have been then. Because we had a penalty. Yeah, so I saw this game in 2007. Yeah, Lee Johnson and Bradley Orr scored a penalty. I remember that. League table. That was when City got promoted that season. Where were we in the league? Oh, that's the current League One. That's City. City got promoted that year, didn't they? Scunthorpe won it. City came second. Yeah, and then we got promoted. And then we nearly got promoted again. We got to the playoff final the season after. But obviously, I went to the playoff final as well, but that didn't go so well. Ali Mac, I don't know, mate. To be honest, I'm not going to answer that question because I just don't know. I've got to be honest, I don't follow other FPL content creators' teams, so I can't answer that question. I don't know what their mentality, mindset, etc. has been when picking players. I can't answer that question, I'm afraid. Makes sense, FPL Shane, makes sense. I just really liked Ronaldo when I was younger. He was a bit of an inspiration, really, to be honest. That's why. It's another reason why I really like Man United, because they have Ronaldo. I just thought Ronaldo was the absolute shit, to be honest, which he was when I was growing up. And that wasn't like goal-scoring Ronaldo. This was skillful winger, silver boots, silver Nike Mercurials 2007 Ronaldo. My incognito tabs are open. Interesting. I don't have any incognito tabs, bro. I'm afraid. I did look. You did make me look, but I don't have any incognito tabs, mate. Then you grow up and find out Messi. I agree. Messi, no doubt in my mind, Messi is the GOAT, 100%, mate. But my favourite footballer of all time was Cristiano Ronaldo from 2006 to 2008. Yeah, mate, I'm looking at dodgy pictures of Ronaldo. Thank you, Harmony. I think Raul Jimenez or Wissa. Actually, to be fair, the first ever football shirt that I had, was a fake Barcelona strip that my dad bought me when I was on holiday in Mallorca, and it had Ronaldinho on it, and it was pretty cool. Ronaldinho was on the back of lots of kids' shirts, wasn't it? Favourite ever City player? God. I think Adriano Basso, the goalkeeper, you know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was Basso. That's probably a rogue shout, but Basso, the Brazilian keeper that we had, was a... Never forget Basso. He was an absolute legend. So I'm going to say Basso. I never saw Maradona, to be fair. Basso or Bradley Orr for me. Bradley Orr was probably, when I grew up, was probably our best player. Who is everyone's favourite footballer, just out of interest? Mine is Cristiano Ronaldo from 2006 to 2008. That's my favourite footballer ever. Neymar, interesting. That's an interesting favourite footballer. Lampard's 2007 shirt. John Barnes and Maradona. Fair enough. Fair enough. Should I go to the wildcard team? I don't think that team's one to wildcard Fundles. But then, if your wildcard team looks like mine, then I'd probably say you should do it. It's a tough one. For me, Ali Mac, I say it in pretty much all the videos I make, to be fair. My two favourite goalkeepers in FPL this season are they're going to be Pickford and Man United's Onana. I think the two of them will finish as the top scoring goalkeepers in the league this season. Played for Bristol City, did Andy Cole, Paul. There you go, that's a claim to fame. I must say, guys, once I've been live, I might kill the stream at an hour if that's alright. I am feeling quite tired this evening, I must say. So I think I'm just going to have a chilled one, to be completely honest with you. I was up at 5:30 a.m. this morning and I had training, but I just basically need to do a lactate flush after my competition at the week, so I just did some gentle, like, technique-y swimming stuff. Robbie Keane, that's an Irishman if ever I heard one. Richard Dunn, fair enough. Notoriously fast was Richard Dunn, mad. He was lightning quick. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I am tired. I am tired. Which is the Dennis that Roy Keane absolutely loves? Is that Dennis Irwin? I think that's Dennis Law. Yeah, Brentford game. Ooh, there's League Cup tonight, isn't there? I was going to do I was going to early record my team selection video this evening, but given that like half the Premier League are playing tonight, or two teams are playing tonight, I thought I'd leave it. And then they all play tomorrow as well. So I'm probably... You know, I don't think it's sensible to do a team selection video until the games are done. But we'll see. Might have time tomorrow to get one out and then I'll give it a go. Yeah, Tuesday morning, Cortex, there's a 6 a.m. training session. But most of the times they're in the evening at 6 p.m. So yeah, I train... There's a session on Monday, 6 till 7 p.m, Tuesday, 6 a.m. till 7:30 a.m, Wednesday, 6 till 7 p.m, and Friday, 6 till 7 p.m. Usually I go on the Tuesday because I do find I wake up at that time in the morning, but most of the time I go. But yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday are the absolute regulars that I never miss. It is, but I do get really tired in the evening as a result because it just knackers me to swing. Or I might also be getting ill, to be completely honest with you. It could well be the case that I'm getting ill because the event that I've been preparing my body for is now gone. And it's like historic that athletes, once they get their big competition out of the way, get ill. So I might be about to get ill. I don't know. Other than Robbie Keane, I don't know of any other Irish players that played for Spurs. Stephen Ireland didn't play for them, and I don't even think he's Irish. Yeah. Richard Dunn is Man City pre-money bad days, isn't it? Right. Guys, if you don't mind, I am flagging it. I'm quite tired. I made a video this morning and, well, I've got a video out today, didn't I? And, yeah, I've done a stream tonight. So I feel like I've done my share of YouTube stuff today. What did I want to say? Yeah, I think that does me for the stream, if that's all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was good to be live again and chat FPL with you guys, answer some of your questions. Obviously, we've got 2 days of Carabao Cup action to go, so plenty of stuff could come out in those games, which changes the whole dynamic of FPL. I don't know. If one of the big players gets injured, it could be quite interesting. Whether that'll happen or not, probably not. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go to bed soon, I think. It was 7:50, is it? Yeah, 10 to 8. going to chill out for a bit and then go to bed if that's all right. So yeah, cheers guys, been an absolute pleasure. I'll have a team selection video out. Oh, Niels has just joined. I'm just finishing, mate. I'll have a team selection video out either tomorrow or Thursday. I want to do it, but I'm a little bit apprehensive about making it before all the games have been done. So yeah, I'll let you know. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, leave a like rating. And yeah, peace.